Level 1, unwatchable garbage. At the very bottom are films that fail to meet even the most basic threshold of watchability. These movies are so broken in sound, image, pacing, or performance that audiences struggle to sit through them. Dialogue cuts in and out. Soundtracks drown out voices. And lighting hides half the scene in shadow. Characters jump across locations without transition. Continuity errors pile up. And the editing feels like someone shuffled footage randomly. Manos, The Hands of Fate, 1966, is one of the most cited examples. Produced by an inexperienced filmmaker with minimal resources, it features awkwardly framed shots, poorly dubbed dialogue, and stretches of action so confusing that viewers can barely follow what is happening. Similarly, Birdemic, Shock and Terror, 2010, has become infamous for its computer-generated birds that look like animated clip art pasted onto the screen, combined with abrupt sound design that cuts off mid-sentence. Other examples include Troll 2, 1990, which features nonsensical dialogue and acting so stilted it feels parodic, and Plan 9 from Outer Space 1957, where flying saucers were literally paper plates suspended by string. These films achieve cult status because their incompetence becomes a source of comedy. But their placement here reflects the fact that they fail at the baseline requirements of cinema: legible storytelling, clear sound, coherent editing, and believable acting. Viewers don't respond with disappointment, they respond with disbelief. Watching unwatchable garbage often produces laughter, cringing, or secondhand embarrassment rather than immersion. They represent the floor of the medium. Level 2, trash. The second level is trash cinema, movies that technically function but feel lifeless, lazy, or soulless. Unlike Level 1, they are not confusing or broken. They simply fail to inspire. These films follow the formulas so closely that they feel assembled by checklist rather than created by vision. The 2019 film adaptation of Cats stands out here. Despite its professional cast and high budget, the bizarre design choices, rushed visual effects, and incoherent tone left audiences unsettled. Jaws: The Revenge, 1987, is another. As the fourth entry in the franchise, it recycles ideas without tension, featuring a shark that literally roars and follows a family across oceans. Trash cinema is also filled with knockoff titles designed to capitalize on trends. Low-budget studios produce films like Transmorphers, 2007, a blatant attempt to mimic the success of Transformers. They are technically movies, running time, characters, plots, but they leave no impact. What defines this category is indifference. The cinematography is bland, the music cues are generic, and characters exist to move the script along without chemistry or depth. When the credits roll, viewers shrug and forget. These are the films that populate dollar bins and bargain racks, existing to fill shelves rather than inspire discussion. Level 3. Competent films. The third level is where most mainstream cinema falls: competent, functional, and professional, but not memorable. These films work across departments. Acting, cinematography, editing, and sound all meet industry standards. The structure follows proven formulas. The story escalates, reaches a climax, and resolves. Audiences can follow easily, and nothing seems broken. But competence is not artistry. A movie like The Day After Tomorrow, 2004, delivers disaster spectacle effectively. Waves swallowing New York, storms freezing cities, but the characters are thin archetypes, and the dialogue repeats cliches. Similarly, romantic comedies such as 27 Dresses, 2008, or Confessions of a Shopaholic, 2009, follow templates so closely that they become predictable. Competent films are ideal for background viewing. They fill streaming platforms, airline catalogs, and weekend matinees because they require minimal attention. They succeed in delivering time-passing entertainment, but fail to leave lasting impressions. What holds them back is absence of voice. The cinematography relies on standard medium shots and over-the-shoulder dialogue. Music explains emotion rather than enhancing it. Themes remain on the surface. Teamwork is good. Love conquers all. Good triumphs over evil. These are not failures, but they are not achievements either. Level 4. Good movies. Good movies stand above competence by delivering purposeful choices that hold audiences from start to finish. These are the crowd pleasers, the blockbusters, and the cultural touchstones that people remember fondly. Take Home Alone, 1990. It's not only funny and inventive, but also carefully structured. Each trap Kevin sets pays off earlier gags, and every obstacle escalates the stakes. Spider-Man 2, 2004. Balances action spectacle with Peter Parker's emotional struggle, blending entertainment with character depth. Jurassic Park, 1993. Thrills with dinosaurs, but grounds the story in awe and ethical questions about science and responsibility. Good movies succeed because they balance freshness and familiarity. They operate within popular genres, but give characters distinct personalities and arcs. Humor emerges from character dynamics rather than random quips. Action scenes escalate logically, revealing choices and consequences rather than delivering interchangeable explosions. These are the movies people rewatch. They produce memorable set pieces. The Boulder Chase in Raiders of the Lost Ark, the "You Shall Not Pass" moment in The Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, or the time loop concept in Groundhog Day. They may not be groundbreaking, but they provide satisfaction and joy. Level 5. Great movies. Great movies elevate cinema to a higher plane by combining technical mastery with emotional resonance and thematic depth. These are the films that linger in memory, provoke thought, and inspire debate. The Godfather, 1972, exemplifies this. It's not just a crime story, but an exploration of family, loyalty, and the corrupting influence of power. Parasite, 2019, entertains as a thriller, but doubles as a layered commentary on inequality, class divisions, and fate. Spirited Away, 2001, enchants children with imaginative visuals, while also presenting complex allegories about consumerism and identity. Great movies reveal themselves on multiple viewings. The first time, they compel through story. On rewatch, their structure and motifs emerge, like the staircase imagery in Parasite, or the orange symbolism in The Godfather. On further reflection, they converse with history, genre, and culture, offering endless interpretation. Their craft is precise. Cinematography assigns moral weight to framing, color palettes evolve with character arcs, and music integrates as argument rather than background. Performances are layered, allowing actors to express subtext beneath dialogue. These films resonate because they unite entertainment with insight, leaving audiences entertained and transformed. Level 6. Masterpieces. Masterpieces stand apart as milestones in film history. They are the rare works that not only tell great stories, but also redefine the medium itself. Citizen Kane, 1941, introduced deep-focus cinematography, complex structure, and symbolic set design, setting a new standard for visual storytelling. 2001, A Space Odyssey, 1968, expanded science fiction into philosophical art, blending groundbreaking effects with meditations on evolution and existence. Pulp Fiction, 1994, broke narrative convention with non-linear structure and hyper-stylized dialogue, influencing decades of filmmakers. Masterpieces are measurable by influence. Film schools teach them, directors cite them, and critics debate them decades later. Yet, they remain immediate. Schindler's List, 1993, devastates new viewers with its stark portrayal of the Holocaust. Do the Right Thing, 1989, remains urgent in its depiction of racial tension. These films endure because they combine historical innovation with timeless humanity. Every shot, every cut, every line serves a purpose. They are endlessly studied, dissected, and reinterpreted. They not only succeed as works of art, but alter the trajectory of cinema itself. Level 7. Transcendent cinema. At the top lies transcendent cinema, films that go beyond mastery and achieve a spiritual, transformative experience. These movies align every element, performance, imagery, sound, rhythm, so perfectly that audiences lose themselves completely. Watching them feels like stepping into another reality. Tokyo Story, 1953, uses quiet domestic drama to explore aging, mortality, and family disconnection. its restraint produces profound emotional release, leaving audiences reflecting on their own lives. The Tree of Life, 2011, juxtaposes cosmic creation with intimate childhood memories, blending visual poetry with existential questions. Grave of the Fireflies, 1988, devastates viewers by showing the horrors of war through innocent eyes, producing not just sadness, but deep empathy. These films are rare because transcendence requires perfect alignment, the integrity of the film itself, the attentiveness of the viewer, and the immersive context of the theater. When it happens, the result is not just admiration, but transformation. Viewers leave sensing they have changed. What separates this level from masterpieces is interior shift. Masterpieces alter the medium. Transcendent films alter the individual. They become life markers, before and after experiences that remain imprinted on memory forever. There's always more hidden beneath the surface, so don't stop here. Click the next video on your screen to uncover even more details you might have missed.